Good morning, everybody. Good evening. Good morning. Good evening, everybody. It's Saturday evening, and as usual, we're here. Still getting kind of a little bit set up here. I gotta get rid of the emojis thing. And like I say, I gotta put the invite in the chat. So let me hang tight there a minute. I don't know if anybody else is on or not, but we're here. In the message. Ooh, it looks like it's fogging up down by the water. Wow, I didn't notice that. Yeah, it's a little bit because it was raining a little bit. That must be a little bit of moisture in the air and created that foggy haze. Well, I know it wasn't very nice out because Mia came in on her own. And usually she likes to hang in the backyard a little bit. So she decided she was coming in. I just finished up on my third ship video for the day, got it posted and everything up and online. So anybody like to join me, please do so. I don't know. Let me see if anybody's on. I don't see anybody on, but I could be mistaken. Everybody gets busy and you know how that goes. Northern Adventure is should be coming around the mountain there pretty soon. Just called in from the Black River, headed upbound for Lake Huron. Hey Laura, how you doing? Yeah, well, that's probably more true than not, Laura, but you know, it comes and goes. That's all right. We're just glad to have him whenever he can. Just like whenever you can make it or David can make it, it's greatly appreciated. As you well know, when you do a live show like this, it you're dependent upon other people coming up, showing up. You don't know where Dominic is, unless there's some football going on or something. Yeah, Laura. But I don't know where Joe is. He could be flying because he said the weather was supposed to turn nice down there. Here comes Dominic now.
And here we go.
Dominic is here to save the day.
Yeah. For the next half an hour, and then I've got a couple of things to do for about 10 minutes.
Well, thanks for coming in because it gets kind of tedious when you're sitting here staring at yourself on the TV, you know?
Yeah.
So what's new down in Aussie land? Anything?
Not much. Just freezing.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's in the 40s.
Here comes Captain Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
At least we've got a couple of people to chat with now, so that's
Hey.
good.
Yeah, I'm wearing your shirt, Dominic.
Oh, good. Nice to hear. I've got
I've been
more of those.
procrastinating. I've been procrastinating over the pictures for so long. I still haven't finished those ones that the coach wants to get made. But
Yeah.
I got them there. I just don't want to fool them.
Michael, cool cat. Hello.
Jonathan, how's it going? Michael.
Let me get the chat out.
Waypoint.
Man, what are y'all doing? I got one dog licking my knee, one dog licking the back of my leg.
Mm-hmm.
Well, has they been fed tonight yet, or?
Oh yeah, they're good. They actually got some chicken a few minutes ago.
Mm.
Because I was taking the chicken and all the breast, I shredded it up, and then I made like a fajita type seasoning with it.
Yeah.
So I've got it all set up to make burritos.
Oh, there you go.
And I still got a leg quarter, 2 leg quarters, and another whole chicken in there. That I think I'm gonna take the other whole chicken. I'm gonna take the other whole chicken, cut it right down the middle, and freeze it half and half. And then I'll vacuum seal it. And then when I want it, I could just take it out and throw it in the microwave. Yeah.
There you go.
Heat it up.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that.
Cool cat
And
says
there goes
nobody
John.
ever licks his legs.
Oh, here comes Mark. We lost Joe. Good evening.
Hi, Paul, Joe, Dominic.
Yeah, Joe disappeared.
Yeah, Michael did.
Uh-huh.
Michael showed up and Joe disappeared.
Laura,
showed up.
Jonathan, Brian, Michael.
Here comes Joe back again.
I don't know how I got knocked off.
No.
Y'all didn't miss me? I was still there?
Yeah, we thought, where did you
Here,
go?
yeah.
No, it's just I'm getting ready to type in the chat and it just went off and says connecting.
Oh, no.
What's up, Mark? I said, oh, you get to go fly, and then I lost you. I was lost.
Yeah.
Now, did you go fly today, Joe, at all?
Oh yeah. I sat here and I was procrastinating. I didn't know where I wanted to go. So I said, you know what? I'm going to Pearl River. It's about 25 minutes away. And I hollered at Justin. I said, you want to take a ride with me? And he said, no, never now. What's the matter? I said, well, I'm going to go to Pearl River. I'm going to fly the drone, both of them. And then I'm going to run over to the Honey Island Swamp and bring the 357 and run about 20 rounds through it. Because they've got a range out there.
Oh, I thought
That
maybe you were raccoon hunting.
No, well, you boy, don't shoot none in this wildlife management area. Don't shoot that. Better be in season. Better have a license.
They're protected?
No, but everything you shoot in there has got to be in season. You know, if you shoot a raccoon, they're not in season. It's out of season. They don't have a season, and you'll get in trouble
Mm.
because they don't want nothing bothered in there unless you go in there like deer hunting or
Unless I
something.
would imagine that the only flaw in that ointment is if the animal is attacking you, you've got the right to defend yourself, right?
Yeah, you got the right, but I put it this way: I had the boys out there years ago, and they were shooting their pellet guns, and wildlife agent pulled up on us, and first thing he asked me, "Do you have any other weapons in the car?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "Look, what kind?" I told him. He said, "Have you shot them?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Well, they can't shoot these out here either." Just like that to me. And he said,
Really?
and I said, "Guys, come put them up. You can't shoot them here." And they looked at me, and I said, "Put them up." They said, "Yeah, you want you to run them down to the range, shoot at the range. That's the only place they'll let you shoot everything."
Hmm.
And then he explained the whole situation to me. Didn't say anything. He said, and then he got cool. He got cool about it. He said, he was looked at their guns. He said, "These are cool guns. Yeah, they're Beeman air rifles." And he said, "Yeah, these are pretty powerful." I said, "Yeah, they bought them too. That's what they wanted. They bought them." And we got to talking for a few minutes. And he said, "Hey guys, follow me. I'm going down to pick up a dead deer, and then I'll show y'all where a dead alligator's at."
Oh, dead gator.
So they got to see a dead deer that apparently got hit by a car, and then they had to pick it up. They were bringing it to a place to, I guess it was for food for something, for other animals, I guess. And then he had another alligator that got hit, and they had to get that off the road. So the kids got to see that, and they were all fresh too, pretty good. It wasn't long. They weren't there long, put that way.
Well, you would think that they would take them someplace to be processed and use them for feed or something.
That's what they're probably doing. That's what he was probably doing because he was loading them in the back of the truck, and he said he had to bring them somewhere to be processed. So they're probably getting put in dog food or something, you know.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, especially the situation is um that there's so many shelters and stuff that have to feed the dogs and all kinds of stuff. And
Laura said, "Check my messages." I no longer have Facebook, Laura. And she's gonna say, "Shut up, Joe." Yeah, when I flew out at the Pearl River, and after I flew to Nevada, and Nevada 2, and then I flew to Mavic 3, I jumped in the car and took off over to where the range was. I get up there, and you got to sign in when you get there to even get on the management. You got to put your name, address, your card number, your card, everything, all your information, and what time you come in, because it closes at a certain time. And then when you leave, you got to put the other half of that, what time you left, and stick it in there, because they come back at nighttime and they go through them, and if they don't have the duplicates, they got to go look for you. They can't leave you in there at night, so they got to go find you. There's not many places you can hide in there because it's just one road in, one road out, 3 branches, you know. So you can't pull your car back into the woods because it all goes to roads and that's it, you know. But I get there and I look up and then it says range. It's only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it said 9 to 2, and it was 1:45. I said, "You gotta be kidding!" So I just didn't even go. So I have to remember the time because it never closed at 2. It always closed at about 6. But it's like going to a military rifle range. The way it's set up, man, you better listen to them when you're on the firing line. They'll throw you off. When they tell you to back off of the weapons out there, if you get close to them, if you touch one if you touch one when the line is cold, they'll tell you pack it up, go. You don't touch it. You just leave it alone. These are all former military, and that's what that's why they're there. You know, they keep trying to get me to come do it.
We're back in a minute.
Okay. Okay, another fly. See, now my son went out a minute ago and I got a fly in the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they sit on the door. When you open the door, they run in.
Yeah.
But he's gonna screw up because I got the door open over there where it's bright and he's gonna land on it. When he lands, I got his ass. Hey Loki, I got a bugger. Go see a bugger. Go find that bugger.
Yeah.
I tell Loki
Justin?
there's a bug and he starts looking.
Good evening.
Justin. Yeah. What is a man?
Everybody in the chat.
Hi,
Brian, John,
Justin.
Hellcat,
Hey, Justin.
Laura.
I went down on Lake Road where I did that one with all the birds, that little bayou area with all the birds. On the other side, it goes a whole other way. There were no birds today, but something kept going after something in the water. And it had to be a big bass chasing something. I threw the frog out there with my fishing pole about 15 times. I couldn't get it to go near. That's got to be part of the Bayou Lagoon. And the problem they got is a lot of these little bayous that I want to go do it around is right there in Big Branch Marsh. You can't do it. Okay, okay. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I put this debit card in my pocket today, and I never do that. I don't know why I just didn't put it back in my wallet, but I didn't. And so I found it in the washer. I washed the clothes.
Hey, now you got some clean money.
Yep. Well, I wonder if I can get charged with laundering money.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe so.
What do you think, me? You want cookies? Okay. She wants a cookie, very big. I see Justin's here, huh?
Yeah, he's kind of here.
Yeah, I got my new debit card last month and forgot to open the separate letter that comes with the new PIN code in it. When I went to use it at the shop, I just only realised I didn't know what the PIN code was for it.
Yeah, I've had that.
So now I've got to find the letter that's got that PIN code in it so that I can use it.
Mm.
You guys just don't have the activate sticker on it where you just call the 800 number?
No, we can activate
You do
it.
that here as well.
It's already activated because it's on my wallet on my phone. I just forgot to take my phone to the shop with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But I had
when you get a
but I
new
had
card,
the coat. The coat I was wearing when I went over there had the card in the pocket, so I could use it, or I thought I could use it, till I realised that I
Same
couldn't.
here, Laura.
they used to do that back in the day with the cards, and now you just put a sticker on it. You call the 800 number, put in your personal info, and then you set the PIN right
Hey,
on your phone.
Lance.
You can actually
Look
go
up, Lance.
on the banking app on your phone and activate it, but you still need the
Hmm.
PIN number.
Yeah, see, that's part of the activation process. You actually set your PIN.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you can't set a new PIN number in it until you put in your old PIN number.
Because what they do is they'll ask you for
Yeah.
like your birth date, your last four, your social security number. They ask you for like 3 or 4 different verifications, and then once you
Yeah.
do all those, then it will allow you to set the
Mm.
PIN.
Yeah.
But yeah, back in the day, they used to do that. They'd send you a separate letter with the PIN,
Yeah. They
PIN in it.
would. No longer with technology these days.
Yeah. I don't know whether the app has the PIN code.
Or you can't
in
call
it.
the bank and tell them you lost that letter. They just send you a new, do it over the phone.
Probably, but Probably, but what they would more than likely do is send out a new card as well.
Yeah,
We'll be back in the same boat again, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to paper bowls and plates. I'm so sick of doing fucking dishes.
Good idea.
Fuck the
Oh.
planet.
So how's the family all doing? Are they on vacation now, Justin?
No. On vacation? You mean the kids going to camp? No, that's not till the end of the month. I think it's the 21st is when they leave. So I got another
But they're
couple
done with
weeks.
school, right?
Yeah. They're on their summer break, but yeah, they go on their camp thing on the 21st, I believe it is. I got another week or two before they leave. And they'll be gone for 2 weeks. She'll be
So I
really
bet you when
nice.
they don't have school, it keeps you busy, doesn't it?
Dude, I can tell you what, the grocery bill skyrockets in the summertime.
That's because you're eating more.
They're eating more because they're not going to school and getting breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
It was nice, it was kind of nice during COVID because they were sending like all this food home with all the kids.
Hmm.
Even in the summertime, they were. Kids, we'd go to the school every day and they would give out a crap ton of food for the kids to take home. The lunch lady would be outside with a cart and then she'd just throw a shit ton of food in the back seat of your car.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, they did that for like,
With you not working and all those kids, do you qualify for food stamps?
no, I'm doing stuff online. I'm working. I just don't not making enough. No, not really. Florida's a little different than some other states. They a little harder to get stuff like that. They don't make it easy for people. Like here, they'll eventually cut you off. Like, say you're getting assistance or something. If you're able to work and they know you're ably bottled, they'll cut you off at a certain point.
Oh, they will.
Yep. It's not like
So
other states.
you did if you got disability, it's not permanent.
No, I'm talking about if you're not on disability
Oh,
and
okay.
you're just staying home and not doing anything at all.
Yeah, if you
They'll
just
give
get, like
they'll
we
give
call it, the dole, Social Security.
they'll give you benefits, but they'll only do it for so long, and then they'll start to slowly diminish them each month until they're gone, until you start working again.
Plus, you probably won't be valid for many of them because Sarah's working.
Yep. Well, I'm working too, but as I said, we still make too much for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not making what I used to, but I make a little bit of money.
Hey, Justin, Laura said check your messages.
Even my work that I get is too much for me to claim any other benefits other than my disability.
I can't do anything at the moment, Laura. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of dishes.
Okay.
Let you out, Mia, but it's raining out. You're not gonna like it.
And maybe they will. Maybe that's the reason. It's got the rain.
Finish.
Mm. Looks tasty.
And there was a whole bunch of people launching boats out by the Pearl River. And three of them walked by. Man, how far does that thing go, man? How far does that thing go? That was the only question. How far does that thing go, man?
It's just only as far as you can see it.
Well, my response, it's legally or illegally?
Mm.
Said according to who? You the FAA, huh? Huh?
These are rednecks, boy, on Pearl River. There was no FAA.
Oh, so they come up to you and said, "How far did that drone go, boy?"
They left the boy off, but it was pretty close.
As they were rubbing their chest in their overalls, no shirt on.
Wife beaters.
Yeah.
Doing the Mary Burke impersonations.
Yep. When you said that, first thing, you know what I thought about just then when you said that?
What?
Jim Beauchamp the other night in the bubble bath.
Oh, God.
Oh Lord, I still can't unsee that.
Yeah.
On Ken Heron, he's back on and the weekly bowl shark.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really watch his stuff, so I don't know what you're exactly talking about.
I just watched that little bit and then went off and did what I had to do.
And Jim's
It's a
actually
damn
putting
shame he got to chase them girls down like that.
posts up in here as well again.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of the whole clown thing, but
Johnson see the clown, he had nightmares.
no, I don't have a problem with clowns. I'm just not a fan of that particular kind of comedy, I guess. I don't really find it all funny, but it's just me.
He wasn't as crude as usual.
No, he was. He was crude enough.
I don't think the dude clowns don't bother me at all. My sister's terrified of them. I give a shit less about a clown. What comes running up on me, I'm liable just to punch him in the face. Like those guys that dress up like clowns and then they sneak up on people like parking garages and shit. Fuck around. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, I'll turn around and knock the hell out of you. Because I know damn well it ain't not like the movie. This ain't it. Like I got a good sense of humor and everything, but you try to run up on me like you're gonna do something, yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, it was a problem.
And some of those guys will be running up on people like they're gonna try to kill them and shit with like fake knives in their hands and shit.
Do that someplace, you get shot.
Exactly what would happen in Florida. Like that guy that was
Yeah.
going around the mall. What was it? That dude that was harassing that one guy. What was it, about 3 or 4 months back? I think it was here in Florida. He was harassing that Uber driver in the mall. And the Uber driver turned around, just popped one right in his stomach. And then his family was like, "Oh, I don't know why he did that." Well, your son was being a jackass trying to make a prank video for YouTube. What do you expect is gonna happen? You fuck around with people that don't want to be messed with, and then they do something like that. What do you expect? Some people don't want to be messed with. They're just trying to do what they're doing.
Yep.
They don't find it funny either. And then what the kid was pranking, it wasn't even funny at all. Like it was just, honestly, it was just stupid. I mean, I could kind of get it if the sketch was actually semi-funny, but it was actually pretty dumb. Just what he thought was funny in his head. Where is it? Can opener. I cannot find that thing anywhere.
This weather sure gives me the hackers.
The what? The hell's a hacker?
You know, the tickle in your throat, you just got it.
Maybe think of something I haven't thought of in years.
What's that?
Girls?
I had this one partner, Wendy, in EMS,
Uh-huh.
and we were working one day. I wish Ron was here to hear this. He'd love it. We were working one day, picking up a guy at a nursing home, and he had a trach in with just a little vent like that, and he kept coughing and using a rag, coughing into it, and it would chunk out, right, big pieces of it. And Wendy's walking in the front, and he coughed real fast, and he couldn't get it fast enough, and a piece flew all the way and caught her in the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
And she goes, "You got to be kidding me!" Like this, and it was nasty. It was, and her hair wasn't that long, but it was long enough. It was the whole bottom of one area, right? So she looks at me and she goes, "I got to clean this off." I said, "I got him." So I move him into the bed, and I go walk over, knock on the bathroom door. She goes, "Come in. Nobody's in but me." I came in, well, I kept the door open. I looked at it. She says, "I can't get this crap off." She goes, "Can you help?" I said, "Yeah, I can help." And I reached over and I took the back of it like that. She wasn't paying attention. I took my scissors out and went
Oh.
straight across the back and cut the hair off. She goes, "What did you just do?" I said, "I got it off because that's the only way it was coming off."
What's the date today?
The 8th. It was
June
my
8th,
mother's
right?
birthday today.
June 8th?
Yeah, June 8th.
Mhm. Yeah.
But she just turned around, looked at me. She says, "What did you just do?" And I said, "It's all right there. I cut it off." But I said, "I cut a straight line. You're good."
There you go.
That means it's TJ's birthday on Monday.
Yep. And today would have been my mother's birthday, or is my mother's birthday. She passed
Mm.
away in 97.
Wow. That was a while back.
Yep. Yeah, Nick was born in 96 in November. I mean, September. And she died in May of 97. Now, the funny part about it, Brittany was 2 years old when she died. Brittany remembers her. Nick has no clue. Justin doesn't either. No, Justin wasn't born.
So he has like, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that at that age she'd remember.
Brittany remembers it.
Because you don't start really retaining memories till what you're like, I think in your preteens. Was it like eight or nine or something?
About
I guess
8. I could remember things from about 6.
well, I mean, your average kid's probably what, between 6 and 8 is when you really start retaining a lot of memory.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine it depends upon whether it's good memories or bad memories.
That could be
Well,
too.
and it depends on the kid too. Some people, you got a fucking Albert Einstein as
Because
a
I
kid, they
remember
probably are
going on
gonna remember.
vacation and everything like that, summertime, and going boating in the summertime and that kind of thing. But I don't remember the bad things, you know.
Well, no, but there's kids that have had like really high IQs too that can remember from when they were a baby. You know, they were able to retain memories as young as a baby, as an infant. It all depends on your, I guess, natural ability to do that.
Yeah, that's the point. If you've got an eidetic memory, do you remember the first time your head popped out and you saw light?
I mean, I would
Gotta
not
ask
be
Shel-
surprised if there's people out there that don't have those memories. I mean, it's
I
probably
gotta ask
rare, but
Sheldon about that.
it's probably rare, but I'm sure there's people out there that have memories that far back. I could cheese that. Um, I think that package.
Came out nice. So I got 3 more movies going in today.
3 more movies?
We had 3 more videos I did, flights I did, 3 different
Oh.
things. So I've got them actually right now loading every day until the 10th. So I'll go 11, 12, 13th now. I'll have one to go in each day.
Yeah, I need to get back on doing shorts, man. I've been so black on those lately.
Yeah, I think I make some shorts today. I got one left. And I only did, I'm gonna drop it down to only doing 1 short a day. Because I'm not getting the same hits. Though I dropped it from 3 to 2 and see if that changed anything. So I'm gonna just change it to like at noon every day, a short going in, see what that does. Because I'm putting so many out, they're not, I'm getting 400 hits, that's it, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's channel, I noticed that have really dove into the shorts over the
Yeah.
past like year. Everybody's channel that have done it, they've gotten to a certain point, and then YouTube's like almost blacklisted their shorts from really taking off anymore. Dude, I was averaging 1 to 2,000 per short, no problem. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just like a freaking brick wall, boom, 400, 500. And that's
Yeah.
all I can get on a short. I mean, it was just a brick wall one day, boom, stop. But yet there's people I know that just started channels recently and they're putting shorts up, getting a couple thousand views. And I'm like, well, be happy with it because eventually you're going to get to a point where YouTube's going to stop you
Yep.
and they're going to block you because they're just trying to get smaller channels more enticed to run the shorts is what they're doing.
Yep.
Now, I mean, 400 or 500 is still not bad because shit, try to get that on a long drone content video. You'd be lucky to
Now,
get that.
Now the ironic part is I have a little short on Bayou Cane just going towards the Tammany Trace with a guy riding a bike over the front for 10 seconds. It's got 600 hits and 4 people said, cool, do you have a full video of this? And people I don't even know. And I said, sure. And I put the link in and I think I had 5 people say they liked it and said they subbed off of that one. That just doesn't make sense.
Like I said, there's 2 different viewers on YouTube. You got short content viewers and long content viewers. You'll have some that will bounce back and forth, but there's some people that literally don't watch any long content. They'll just watch shorts. And then there's people that don't like shorts.
Yep.
I mean, how many, especially the older crowd, you hear them bitching about shorts all the time. Oh, stupid and blah, 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 always down on them.
Well, I watch shorts sometimes, depends on what she looks like.
No, there's a lot of creative people out there that make some really funny, creative shorts. I mean, and then there's a lot that don't put any effort into their shit and they get tons of views.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't understand how they get away with like these channels that put in clips of other people. Like I've noticed there's quite a few clips out of the Big Bang Theory that have been going on there. They're getting between 2 and 5 million views.
Well, they're not getting the monetization for that though. They're just driving traction to their channel. Some people are only doing it for clout. They're literally just trying to get a channel and that way they can run around and tell everybody, oh, I got a channel with 10 million views on it. They don't really give a shit about the channel. Some people are just doing it for bragging rights.
My big thing is I wanted to see if I could hit 1,000, you know, just to hit 1,000 so I could get be at USA Drone Flyer. That's when they had it like that. And then they changed it before it happened. Then I hit the 1,000. It was no big deal. And I'm sitting here right now, right at close to 2,000. I got about 12 to go. And now I want to hit 2,000, but it's not going to do any difference, you know? But 2,000, it took 2 years and it's 25, 26 months.
Like, dude, I was
26 months.
averaging a couple 100,000 views a month now. I'm lucky to get 30 or 40,000. Like
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They've
Yeah,
cut
my
me down
views
so
have
bad.
dropped. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
they've
views
cut-
have dropped that drastically.
Oh yeah, I'm down like a couple 100 hours worth of watch time that I'm usually up.
And I haven't put a video on for ages.
See, I would think that I would be getting views right now because I'm putting out at least one a day, you know? And I get people that comment on it every day. You know, the same people will comment. But it's probably just the only people looking. Porridge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a chicken burrito later and a Coors Light.
Okay.
I had a cottage pie.
I stopped at the store and I was gonna get 2 Miller Lights, the big ones. They didn't have them, but they had the Coors Lights. So I got
Okay.
those instead. They're 2 for $5 at 24 ounce.
I haven't had a beer for ages.
Yeah, me too. That's why I decided I wanted one.
I haven't had a beer in ages because beer tastes like absolute dog shit.
Completely depends on what beer you have.
That's
it all depends
usually
on the
what
beer.
alcoholics say.
Well, no, I
I'm just
mean
saying.
there are some really nice tasting beers.
I don't know. I think all alcohol, honestly, at the end of the day, tastes like garbage. You just drink it to get fucked up. That's the way I look at it when I drink it. I don't really think it tastes good.
I mean, like you can get like a plum flavored porter. You can get chocolate flavored porter.
Like,
You
I
can
don't
get-
think alcohol literally tastes good. I think people just get used to the taste because they start drinking and then they become alcoholics. And then they just get used to it. But to say it's tasty, I don't know about that. I don't know about chugging fucking vodka is not anything tasty about that.
Well, no, but I mean, some of the real ale stuff is made to have a nice taste to it.
I think of what the one my son had the other day. This was at the wedding. Nick was the one that never really drank. And since he's been a Marine, he's drinking a little bit, but he's only drinking beer. He doesn't drink anything heavy. And he doesn't drink that many, but he drinks quality. You know, because he makes money. And he said he told me that yesterday. He said he was talking to his mom. His mom's complaining because Brittany's not paying the full half of the rent for the house, and David, the boyfriend, isn't helping. I said, then they said you got to get him out of there then if he's not doing it because he's just living there for free. You know,
Is he the
and
one that
all
was
he's
making a
doing is
big deal about the
giving.
vehicle?
Yeah, that's over with. But he's just being an asshole. He told Brittany the other day that he's gonna get an attorney and take the kid from her, take Lily from her, because he thinks she's a bitch and the mom thinks she's a bitch, his mom, and that she doesn't really take care of the baby. Then he made a statement, and I tell you what, I wish he'd made a statement around me, because I probably would have knocked him out. He said, because we're getting nervous about his son. His son has autism, but he's kind of all in the face all the time, all in Lily's face all the time. And he said, and when I get Lily, I'm not going to care what Oliver does to him. I would have smacked him. He wouldn't have got it all out.
No, you need to move the two of them out of there.
I don't have a place to put him.
Well, they'd be safer on your couch than over there.
Oh, Joe, did you know that Jason was actually a SEAL?
Oh,
You've been on his Facebook profile.
Yeah.
Him all up in his dress. Yeah, he was actually a SEAL.
mm.
And yet all he does
Respect.
is tell people he was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go and actually look at his Facebook profile of him with all his guys and everybody at the different
Yeah.
events and stuff, he has a trident on his uniform.
Wow.
SEAL's trident. And you definitely don't wear that unless you're a real SEAL.
Yep.
You get your fucking ass kicked, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they'll come after you.
He doesn't
Yeah, they
seem
don't
to
have
have
time
the
for it.
right attitude to have been a SEAL, does he?
Oh, because he's so calm? Yeah, well, that's...
Yeah, and too flippant.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard Jason flip out. You should have heard him last night when his internet was fucking up on him. Oh, he got pissed. Go back and watch the last, 10 minutes he was on the live stream with us.
Well, if y'all know something, every time that I say hello to him, I end it with sir.
Yeah, go watch, the
Mm.
last 10 minutes of his live stream. Well, he got mad as hell.
But I do that for a reason, because he was an officer and the oath never expires. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's
Tomatoes.
no expiration date on that oath.
Cherry tomatoes? Yeah, they're in the fridge. On one of the shelves.
In a packet.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was a SEAL. And Tim asked him one day, and then I went on his Facebook, was looking at some of his military photos. Yep, he
Yeah.
got the right definitely got the right uniform.
He doesn't look at all like you would expect the SEAL to look like.
What do you mean?
Every time they show the SEALs on telly on things, they're all the massive hunk of bodybuilders and wrestlers, and
I mean, Jason's a small guy, but he's fit for his
Jason's a
size.
little wiry guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Jason, if you look at him though, he's very fit for his size. Though. I mean, last night he did 30 pull-ups because he got pissed off at Fortnite, so he sat there and did 30 pull-ups. Punished himself.
That's
You know,
fine.
the weird thing about that is I've actually seen Bruce do that as well
No, yeah.
in New Zealand, and he's in his 70s.
Well, one of the things I was watching when I was watching a documentary on the SEALs, they were talking about it. They said it's actually harder to become a professional NFL player than it is to become a SEAL. Or it's harder to become a SEAL than an actual NFL player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip.
An NFL player, it's almost like if you look at the percentage of people that actually make it through high school, college, and then actually go to the NFL, dude, it's I think it's 1 or 2% of all players actually make it into the NFL. So your percentage is even smaller to become a SEAL. It's one of the most roughest things to go through.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah,
said
I
he
mean-
saw that. Said so. The guy was 70 that did those. Said push-ups.
Yeah. You know,
Well,
Bruce,
I'll put it this
New
way: that's
Zealand-
something you'll never see me do.
not push-ups, pull-ups.
Well,
Then
never
he's
see
a-
me do pull-ups either.
You know, Bruce from NextJet from New Zealand.
How about
Yeah.
I've seen him do pull-ups, and he's in his 70s.
Dusty? I was in the NFL. I was a tackle dummy.
Yeah.
That was.
He was a water boy.
Is that what you called yourself at the gay bar there, Dusty?
What?
Tackle dummy. Oh, look at Rudy. Rudy was a tackle dummy until he made one play at Notre Dame. He got in for 3 plays at Notre Dame with 2 plays and got his name in the record books.
But I was talking to Jason last night, about Don Shipley. You know who he is, Joe. One that goes
Yeah.
after all the fake seals.
Yeah.
He, one of the guys that lied about being a SEAL was actually 20 years in the Navy, retired as a cook, and just lied about
Wow.
being a SEAL. And I told Jason, I said, from a citizen standpoint, somebody that respects the military, dude, I give that guy his props just as much as I would give a SEAL their props. You gave up 20 years of your life. I don't give a shit if you cleaned toilets the whole 20 years you were in the military. I'll give you
Yeah.
just as much respect as some Delta Force guy or some guy that was in the Navy SEALs like Jason. I'll give you just as much respect as them.
So what you're saying
don't
is my
need to
13
lie.
years, what you're saying, my 13 years, 8 months, 29 days, you don't respect.
No, I'm saying you don't have to lie about what you did in the military to get respect.
Hey, I started out in the Marine Corps band, and I taught
Mhm.
hand-to-hand combat for a couple of years. Became an instructor, and after that, I was in purchasing and contracting the rest of my time. I only had one time that I was on a plane that I thought that I was going to be in combat, and we got turned around. They didn't need us.
And that's it, innit? It doesn't matter what you actually do in the forces, you can still get called into combat at any time.
Well, yeah, if they need it, because we 8th District New Orleans. That's what I will tell you too. 8th District New Orleans. I'm sitting behind a desk doing supply work. That's all I'm doing. And they have a big incident in New Orleans where they got 2 police officers that killed a guy, and now everybody's being threatened. Everybody's going to be shot. Police officers are going to be shot. There's going to be riots and all of this stuff because they're waiting. They're going to clear the guy. The police officer, we already knew he was cleared because the guy had a gun and they fought with him, and he fired off 2 rounds before they shot him. So they knew it was going to be a shut door case, it was going to be done. But they said if they didn't find him guilty, it was going to be riots all over New Orleans. And this was back in 1980, I think it was. We were called up, the Marines at 8th District. We were called up. We were put on a riot line with M16s and full other gear and fully locked and loaded. And we were told the orders that we were given, if we start receiving fire, to return fire. And we just
Okay.
kind of looked at each other. But they didn't care. If we would have received fire, we were going to return fire. And I'm so glad nobody fired a shot.
You know what kind of political nightmare that would have been though if you guys fired on, even if they fired at you and you guys fired on civilians.
Oh, I know.
God,
I
dude.
know what it was going to
That
be.
would have been a political fucking nightmare right there, dude. That would have been even more unrest.
Oh, it was like that. It completely, because we had such a force out there that when they came down with it, everybody just dispersed.
Like, it's one thing for a cop to shoot a citizen in the line of duty, but active military doing that just looks like a whole different. Like in a citizen's eye, that looks just
Yeah,
extremely different.
it would have been overkill.
Well,
It would have been overkill.
It has a different tone with your average citizen.
yeah.
Like that's going to show like the federal government's now attacking me with force, and that would have looked really bad, honestly. I mean, I would have understood you guys doing it, if you had to protect yourselves, but at the same time, that would have been really bad if you had to do that.
Yeah, the issue behind it was for the week prior to the verdict coming down. that every time a police officer or anybody that looked official drove through that area, they were shot at. So they were really expecting it to get really bad. And they came out, I mean, 24 hours a day, they were putting out broadcasts saying, do not start a riot or fire on anybody once this verdict comes down, no matter what it is. They said, because they said it will not be tolerated. That's how they put it. And I remember when I got called out to do that, that was a freaky moment.
Hey, Frank,
Up, Jody. But no, like I said, back to my original point though, I don't give a shit if
let
you
it
were in the
go before
military
we-
for 2 years or 4 years or 20 years. I'll give you respect just as much as the next guy. You don't need
Hey,
to
Jody.
lie to me about what you did in the military to make yourself look better. You know what I'm saying? Because in my eyes, you're just as good as anybody else that went in and did their time, you know?
Yep.
And that's coming from just somebody that never served in the military and is just an average citizen and that respects the military. I don't care how long you were in or what you did.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
were
need to
around the
lie.
military. That's why. That's one of the reasons.
Oh yeah, I was around the military my whole life.
Yeah. But the
But
people
like I
that
said,
the people that never been around military don't understand the military, the respect we have for each other. Just like I said with Jason, I tell him sir every time I see him. You know, like my son today, I said something to him on the phone, and he said, "Oh yeah, okay, cool." I said, "Sir."
but yeah,
He
when that
said,
guy, but
Yeah, he
that's what,
said, you didn't, wait, he said, you didn't need to do that.
well, you know, and that's what Don Shipley told that guy. He goes, dude, you
Yeah,
did 20 years. He goes, you didn't need to lie about your service.
yeah,
He
it's
goes,
true.
that still looks good on your record. He goes, why did you lie? And like he had this like really deep, like honest conversation with the guy. And he was like, I was just trying to get a better job. And he was like, dude, you had 20 years in the
Yeah,
service in the Navy. He goes, you didn't need to lie about it. He goes, people would have get, he goes, I respect you just as much as the next guy. He
you're
goes,
right.
but that pisses me off that you were telling everybody you were a SEAL and you weren't. That's
We
coming
had
from a SEAL with decades of experience, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I went to a
I mean,
job interview
you
and
could
told him
always,
I had 13 years military, and the guy hired me on the spot. He said, I know you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
he could always have said that he saved thousands of lives
Well, then
by
one of the
not
biggest,
poisoning food.
well, the biggest thing too is like Joe said, people, you know, you show that you were in the military for 15 years. It really don't matter what you really did for most jobs. They'll say, okay, you did 15 years, we're going to hire you right now. And most companies have a quota that they have to meet every year where they try to hire as many vets as possible, you know? And
Uh-huh.
so for a veteran, it's actually not that hard to get a job. Like
It's
you
not.
can almost, and then some companies will take you right off the street and put you right into management. If you were in the military, like Walmart does that, they'll put you right as an assistant manager right off the street without knowing anything. They'll send you right off to training. Boom, you're gone. And they'll hire you right on the spot. I knew tons of assistant managers that had never worked retail before and got hired right off the street as assistant managers. They didn't even have to work as a regular associate, where we had to work our way up to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got hired right into management. And then there was some that got hired right as store managers. You know, they did 25 years in the military, retired as like sergeants and shit, had really good rapport with the military, and they got hired right as a store manager, making 6 figures a year. So, I mean, my uncle did like, I don't know, it was like 25 or 30 years, somewhere in there. I can't even remember. But he got hired with Raytheon when he got out
Oh, nice.
as a consultant as soon as he got out of the military, making 6 figures.
That'd be nice.
It's not hard to make money once you've been in the military.
Especially if you have a really long career in the military. Like if you're somebody that did 15 to 25 years somewhere in there, yeah, you can. It's not hard at all. They look at that as discipline and all that stuff, so.
I used to have people tell me, you spent 13 years in the Marines? It will hire you, you know?
A lot of the veterans that have trouble getting jobs are usually the ones that have, you know, either disabilities or they have some kind of PTSD or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they can't handle day-to-day operations, you know, at a job, so they tend to be a little more difficult to place, you know, and work and stuff like that. So that's why you get a pretty good percentage of homeless people that are veterans, because they're suffering from mental illness. And we all know that even though I wasn't in the military, I know I've had plenty of family members deal with the VA. The VA is absolute garbage. Sarah's dad dealing with the VA was a pain in the ass. I mean, just to get things at the VA, man, you got to jump through so much red tape. It's ridiculous how much bullshit they put the veterans through just to get basic medical treatment.
Yeah.
See, I think what they should do is they should give you full like Medicare or Medicaid. I think
Yeah.
that veterans should automatically be put on that because that pays for everything, and you can go see whatever doctor you want to go see. That's
I
what
do agree. I do
and
agree on
just
that.
get rid. I think they need to get rid of the VA altogether. I think they just need to get rid of that whole organization, wipe it out, and get rid of it, and just give you full blown government insurance that's fully paid that covers all your expenses, and you should be able to go to whatever doctor you want to go to, and be done and done.
Yeah.
Because the amount of money that gets wasted on the VA and you factor that to the amount of people trying to get help that have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get it, it's so much money wasted.
Yep.
Oh, that don't surprise me, Dusty. Oh, the training with the Cuban military. Oh yeah, there's a big ups. They'll learn so much by doing that. Might as well go fucking train with the Taliban. Get about as much
Why not?
experience. Exactly why I don't think the U.S. is ever going to leave Cuba. I don't care if that lease is up or not. I doubt they're ever going to give that base up. Because what's Cuba going to do? They ain't going to push them out of there.
Yep,
The Cuban Missile Crisis, yep.
exactly.
Learning about that back in the day. Bay of Pigs and all that.
Mm.
They actually just did a memorial here in Florida about 2 months ago. Say it's an anti-communism museum, and it also celebrates the Bay of Pigs. And the governor came in, signed a bunch of money, and gave him a bunch of money for the museum and all that and all.
Mm.
And it's a museum that shows you like the true nature of communism, like how it really
Yep.
is, not the bullshit that these college students try to tell you. Oh yeah, it's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go look at some old ass fucking footage from Russian grocery stores back before the Cold War was over. Good
Mm.
God, dude, that was depressing looking.
Yep.
I don't see why they have to try and celebrate it.
Yeah, see, this is a whole anti-communism celebration. And they had a bunch of they actually had some, what they considered veterans from the Bay of Pigs that are still alive. And they were at the memorial and they kind of did their little speech talking about how devastating it was and how they're totally anti-communism and all that. It was a really cool thing that they did. But the governor gave them a bunch of money and signed some bills for them for their museum and their memorial and all that that they had down there in Miami area.
Mm.
I love the way they used to define communism as everybody is equal. It's just that some are more equal than others.
Yeah. That's an interesting fact, Edward. John F. Kennedy was the president during the Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
By all means, capitalism's not perfect, but and there's always room for improvement. But it's definitely the most, I would say, the best system that we've ever in history come up with that's worked better for the masses than any other system that has been tried. You
Mm.
know, but it's not perfect by any means. Like I said, there's
Oh,
definitely flaws in it, but it's definitely a
obviously.
better way of living than the alternatives that
It
have been
seems to
tried.
work better than communism.
That's what I'm saying. It's a better alternative for people's daily lives and
Yeah.
living semi-comfortably than any of the alternatives that have ever been tried. For
Mm.
sure. Like I said, I seen some old videos of and they were walking around filming in some grocery stores over in Russia before the Cold War ended, and that shit was depressing looking.
Mm.
Like, and they go to like the meat counter where you buy meat, and there'd be like 3 things in there, and then half of it was rotted away, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh god, yeah. Yes, Edward's right. It was back in the 60s during
1962, I
John
think.
F. Kennedy.
62, yeah.
Yeah, that was the Cuban Missile Crisis.
I remember it well.
Yeah, because didn't the U.S. Navy like kind of didn't they kind of surround Cuba with naval
Yep.
ships?
Yeah, it is a blockade.
Blockade, they
Yeah.
had a blockade going. That was John F. Kennedy did that, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
He was the one dealing with that at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 10 years old at the time.
I was 3.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't born for another 6 years. I did learn it in history class.
You know, the sad part of it is kids today don't have a clue.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not taught properly.
No.
You're starting to see kind of this. You're definitely starting to see more revolting at colleges now, where a lot of the kids that were being quiet are starting to speak out against
Not
all
good.
that shit. Like the frat guys, the ones that ripped down the what was it, the Hamas flag or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and they
Good to
put
see.
up they put the American flag back up.
Yeah, good to see.
Well, the problem is
So
the
a lot of the
what I-
Jewish students are starting to
the
speak up.
non-Americans have infiltrated our educational system
Yeah.
to where, you know, you got professors from Syria, you got professors from all these other countries are now big time in our colleges.
Which to me is fine as long as their values are aligned with where they're living. right? Like if you're gonna
Yeah.
live in the US, your values need to align with the US, not
Yeah.
bring shitty values from a country that you apparently were running from because of stuff that was going on there, and then you're bringing that bullshit over here. Like,
Mm.
why'd you come here if you're just gonna reteach the
Yeah.
same thing?
That's all they know.
But I'll tell you what though, I have met more foreign people that moved here and became citizens that have more respect for this country than some of the people that
Yeah.
grew up here.
Yeah, you're right.
So
There you go.
Exactly.
I'll tell you,
Kind
I
of.
have met more people like that for sure.
Oh, my.
Yeah, you get the people that have been allowed to come in that are thankful for the country to let them in, but
Mm.
you get the people that come in and all they want to do is take advantage of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dusty, is all you old guys used to hide underneath your desk to drop a nuclear bomb at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but those were like the stupidest things ever. Like if a bomb hit, that was not going to do anything to stop you from getting killed.
We
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Duck and cover. You were told to duck and cover. Some of the old propaganda film.
Ducky kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, they taught us in the Marines, if we were caught out in the open, to duck, cover ourselves and tuck in the field jacket, our ponchos, and seal it as best we could, and just try to lay there until we get all clear. Because the poncho being the rubberized would protect us from the fallout. But if we were within the range, we didn't stand a chance.
Mm.
Sometimes this thing's aggravating. When I'm doing the editing, sometimes it's just it gives me fits because I'll be editing and it jumps back and forth on me, so I got to find out where I'm at. So I lost the cursor.
Mm.
There it is. Ah. And Filmora, if you don't
What are you looking
highlight the
for?
video as you cut it, it'll
Huh?
cut the video and it'll cut the sound. So you
Oh,
got to make
no.
sure you got to highlight the top. Oh, it's easy once you do it, but if you get a
Yeah.
little distracted, you're not paying attention to it, then you screw it up. You
Yeah.
got to go back and start again. You know. And it's the stupid mouse. If I put my hand over it, I'm making it go back and forth. You turn that right click on. So my son, like I said, came in at 3 o'clock in the morning and stayed up to about 4:30 in the morning watching a movie with surround sound. Woke me up, and he's going out tonight with a bunch of the police friends. I told him, "You come in tonight at 3 o'clock in the morning, you better not turn shit on."
Yeah.
Cause I don't wanna be woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Stretch it.
As for tomorrow in Port Huron.
Hey, Paul, I
Yeah.
looked down just now. I looked down underneath right in front of me and Loki's just sitting there looking up at me.
Really?
Yeah, that's my buddy, I'm telling you.
How's been doing on the medication?
So far, so good. The other day when I skipped it, accidentally skipped it, that's when he had one. And then after that, he hasn't had one since. Like, Dave, yeah, he could come over here and he climbed up to look at me. I know, man. I know.
He's your buddy.
Yeah, he knows he got it made here. He gets chicken. You get chicken, you get treats, huh? You get water in your dish every day, huh? You get food in your dish. Oh, stop! You didn't know chicken. She wants some chicken. That'll wait. She's jealous, very jealous. Whenever I pet him, she comes over and barks. So today out at Pearl River,
Mhm.
I had swallows. Last night
Oh,
I had purple martins. The day before I had swallows. Had swallows again today. So it's the time of season.
What'd you swallow?
Well, when you get the Amazons,
Yeah, those birds are crazy. It makes it look good though when you see all the birds right in front of the camera. You know, getting real close to it. Hey, when you said what you swallow, I didn't know Tim was in the chat.
What up, Tim?
Tim's been playing himself crazy, hasn't he?
Mm.
Tim,
Fucking neck hurts. I feel like I slept on it wrong.
Oh, oh, oh,
You got something.
oh.
What?
I'm looking at this. Oh my God. I don't know how I still have a drone.
Oh, you looked at the video?
No, I'm looking at the video right now and I'm over the Pearl River, getting ready to fly back towards the train bridge, and I'm in between all the wires.
Wow.
I did not see those wires when I was
That's
flying.
how I lost that one on the ice.
Mm.
I mean, I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires. I'm going right in between them.
Wow. You
I
lucky
did not
star.
see those.
are they hanging down or are they strung across?
Strung across the river.
Yep. That's the ones
I
I hit right next to the expressway going up to the Blue Water Bridges. there was some wires up there. I didn't even see them. I couldn't see them from the ground, and I didn't see them. And so I went
I
down to
guarantee
go
you.
down underneath the bridge, and I hit them. And next thing you know, the camera went like that, and it landed upside
Yeah.
down on the.
I had plenty of room from the top one, but that one that went underneath me, guarantee it was about a foot. Whoa, I did not see it.
Well, that just shows how dangerous it is to fly, in areas that you're not really sure about.
Yeah, I think you guys should just sell all your drones. So it sounds
I've
like
been out there. I've flown out
Mhm.
there. And I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look at the video going towards it. I don't remember those wires ever being there.
I think we should
Yeah,
petition.
they, I just,
We-
I,
We
it
should
was a
petition
flight.
AI to put turtle mode on camera drones.
No, needed swimming mode on that, fish mode on this one.
Turtle mode wouldn't have made a difference if he couldn't see the wires.
Well, I tell
No,
you
I
what,
know.
No,
I just
turtle
think you should
mode.
sell
would
your
have-
drones.
I mean, for you, Paul, because turtle mode would have turned your drone the right way up on the ice so that you could take off again.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but the problem was it wasn't solid ice. It was shale type ice and jagged, and it went down in there, and just I could see the strobes and everything as the ice went down the river.
Nothing worse than watching your fucking drone float away.
Yep. Knowing there's not a damn thing I could do because I couldn't retrieve it. I couldn't go out there. You can't walk on the ice. You couldn't go across the ice. You couldn't anything.
but you were
Right,
thinking about
exactly.
it. You were trying to figure a way to get out there, huh?
I mean, who wouldn't? As you're sitting there watching it float away.
Yeah,
Well, you
rope
stop.
up to try and get over the hold of the ice floe and pull it in.
Stop.
Then the one I lost that was north of the Blue Water Bridge. Yeah, I lost two drones within a couple of months, didn't I?
Yeah.
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 That was close.
Mm.
So Don put another fisheye video up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit like that.
I flew the Avata through the train bridge, right? Going across it. And I was looking to both sides when I was getting close to it, making sure there was no train coming. I have never seen, I know it, I have to go out there. I know the train hits Slidell at 10:30. If I'm up here, that's about another 20, 25 minutes. I really want to catch a train on that train bridge. Because it's an old rusty train bridge. It goes across Pearl River.
Well, the one that really I was amazed at before, that was like a month and a half ago, where you went and you flew through that bridge and all of a sudden it went wacky, went through the,
Yeah,
man, that was, you talk about scary.
yeah, that was a cheek squeezing moment.
Mhm.
It squeezed my cheeks. But like I said,
I don't think it hit it, it didn't hit anything, did it?
No. Oh, it bounced off of it 3 times. It bounced 3 times off the side of the rail. But what got me was that I didn't panic because I figured there's nothing I could do. I got to wait for it to get open because it was just going back and forth because of no GPS. And when it bounced back the 3rd time after bouncing off, it hit it straight and then came up and went across. When it went across, I knew I was wide open, so I just hit forward, and it took off. So when I hit forward, I got it away and I got my GPS back. But that's all you could do is you had to let it do what it was doing.
That was incredible.
Somebody, who was it? Steve Carpenter, Lance? It was Lance. Lance said that when he saw it, until he realized what happened, he thought I was the greatest drone pilot ever.
Not much coming from Lance.
And you know he's probably in the chat, right? Hiding. He was here earlier.
Sure he's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
nice.
right, Ed. If I'd have gone out on the ice to try and get that drone back, I wouldn't be with you folks today.
Yeah,
No
probably.
way.
Oh, for sure. Somebody that's young and virile would have had issues trying to get it.
No,
Yeah, you
because
trying to
what
get-
it was that the piece of ice that it was shale ice was probably 15 feet by 30 or 40 feet out in the middle of the river going down.
Like I said, some 16-year-old kid that does parkour would have issues getting out there. Well,
Yeah.
when you trying to go out there and get it, that'd have been nuts. Yeah, you probably would have killed yourself doing that.
Oh yeah.
That piece would have slapped you up in the face, knocked you off. It would have slapped you in the face, knocked you up in there, and hit you in the ass and threw you.
Mhm.
Been like a cartoon. But it looked like a seal got you,
Yeah.
And that would have been terrible. Now, if you'd
Monday-
had it on video, that'd have been a good short.
Monday I gotta call my health insurance people and find out if they cover my replacement glasses or not, because my glasses broke today.
Oh no.
When's the last time you had glasses? It's usually every 2 years.
Well, these glasses are 5, 7 years old.
Oh yeah, you should be fine then. If you have eye coverage.
They're
It's usually every 2 years you have to get the tests done and get new glasses.
They're
What
bifocal.
the insurance requires. Because you have to get a new eye test every 2 years.
I
I
thought
think it
about
is.
trying to glue them.
Just call your insurance company and just get a new set. You
You might be able to
your
call 'em-
eyes have
you might be
probably
able to
gotten
call 'em
worse.
now.
I'm saying your eyes have probably gotten worse. You probably need to get a new eye exam and get some new glasses anyway.
Oh yeah.
And you'll notice a difference too. You'll be like, holy shit, I can actually. I've seen people do that tons of times where they've had glasses for like 5, 6 years and they finally go get a new pair. And they're like, holy
Yeah.
crap, the difference. They just didn't notice it because they were just used to it.
The first thing that happens when you get a new pair of glasses, if you look down to the ground, you look 6 inches taller than you were. It's always weird, new glasses.
Yeah, last time I got a pair, the girl that fitted them and everything, when she put them on, I looked at it and she says, "What's the face for?" So I thought you looked prettier before.
Oh, that's a really good thing to say.
You were prettier before.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly,
I give-
Edward.
Exactly,
I gotta
Edward.
get- What is that?
Said nobody would have been able to get out to that drone. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I
I
said,
said-
that sucker would have pinched you between them.
I say, even if you were a 16-year-old kid that was in gymnastics and fucking parkour, you'd have had problems getting out to that thing.
What is it?
Yeah, and some at that size as well. Even if you had hooked it with a grappling, hook, wouldn't have been able to pull it in.
Wait. Wait.
Yeah,
You
tie it
wait
to
till.
the,
Stop.
that's why you tie it to a big old American truck and you just rip it out right out of the water.
Yeah.
You might crush the drone in the process, but you'll get it back. That's actually a good idea. You grab it with a grappling hook and just hook it onto a bumper of a truck.
Mm,
You might get it close enough to the shore to be able to actually reach out and grab it.
Yeah, that hook I've got in the back. I've never bought the screws for. Would have probably worked.
No, we were talking about grappling the whole damn little ice chunk and then pulling
Yeah,
it.
the
Oh
whole-
yeah.
Like,
dragging the ice chunk to shore.
yeah, like hook it onto a winch of a truck or something and drag the whole damn thing in.
Go. I'm working. Go. Safety, you are. Then they had a car pull up next to me down there. That there were 4 high school girls got out, and and they were standing there while I was launching the drone. And one of them said, "Do you fly that just for fun, or do you work with it and all of this?" And I said, "I work for the paper, but I do it for fun, and I do some real estate work with it, like that." And she goes, "Well, what are you doing with it today?" I said, "I'm making it for a YouTube channel. I got a YouTube channel." "Oh, what's that? What's the channel name?" I gave him a card. "Oh, we're gonna check it out." I was thinking, damn, why can't y'all be like 22 or 23 each?
And they were thinking the same thing about you.
I know. They were saying, isn't it cute, this old man flying a drone?
Yep.
They're just making sure you didn't fucking escape out of a home somewhere, assisted living.
No, they were all thinking, yeah, maybe I'll get a drone for my granddad to try and fly.
And they'd have said that, I'd have said, bitch. Bitch, keep walking. Yeah. Give my card back.
Yeah.
Time for you to go. Yeah, there were a lot of boats out there today. It was pretty good. We haven't heard from David all day today. Huh? Laura was here though.
got a message from him earlier, so
He's all right?
oh, he seems to be.
I mean, sometimes these editing goes so easy. Sometimes it's technical. Guess when you got 16 different clips, that makes a big difference, you know?
Mhm.
And the reason I'm getting all of these videos out is because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we're supposed to have storms coming through. So that's gonna mess up the flying. And then the following week, let me show you the following week. It's not changing any. I got these here I wanted to show y'all. The 17th and the 18th. Okay, the 17th and 18th.
Mm,
Where the cursor's at, right there, the X, that's where I live, right here.
yeah.
That's a system that's coming up from the Yucatan down here, and they're
Uh-uh.
expecting it to turn into a depression. And so it's going right into Apalachicola, Florida, right here. But I live right there, right? Now that is the morning of the 17th. This is the morning of the 18th. Now look at it. I
Uh-uh.
live right there.
Uh-uh.
It hasn't moved. It's coming
Well, that's a-
across to us. You
That's a week.
notice? So that's a week from here. So that's the next morning. So in 24 hours, all it does is expand out. Later that day, it starts to go out a little bit, and that's where I'm at. So that means
good.
that's a
Keep your
possibility we're gonna get all of that over a 12-hour period.
Yeah,
Like
keep your shit
solid
over
rain.
your own state.
Yeah, look at it. It's coming to you. Look at it.
I'll blow it
And
right
it
back
had,
to you.
it's actually the latest one I saw is spread out a little bit. You know, so
Actually,
it's not gonna be fun. So next week we're supposed to have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This week coming, rains all like in the afternoon, heavy rains again. And then you're looking at the following week, possibly a depression. So I'm getting my flights in now. Because if I can't get my flights in, I'm gonna be depression.
Mm.
Cool. I forgot to put that there.
There, Frank. Hello, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Hey Jody, Frank's looking for you. Yeah, the most birds I have ever seen, other than last night when I did that sunset, were on the Pearl River when I had the Air 2S about a year ago in April. it must have been 100 birds flying in front of the drone a year ago. And today there was quite a few. And Dominic, they stay at about the 50, 60-foot range. So if you
Yeah.
go up to about 100 feet, they leave you alone. But if you stay in that 50, 60-foot range, they're all over it. Oh, Mark, guess what? Yesterday I stopped at Wendy's, got that $5 meal, and they gave me a free chocolate chip cookie again. I ate it this time. Didn't throw it in the trash accidentally. Yeah, I know those wires. I wasn't paying attention to them. Oh, I almost did a fall.
What'd you do?
I didn't see those. I remember those wires now, but I wasn't paying attention to them. The way I was flying, I was bringing the drone from height down and yaw at the same time, and I came in right over the top of them. You need me to hold you. Is that what it is? Yeah, you weren't here this morning, Don. Loki's tongue is, for some reason, is bigger than it's supposed to be. So when he sits there, a little bit of it always hangs out. He
Oh,
can't
no.
put all his tongue in his mouth. It's always about like a quarter to a half inch. It sticks out all the time. And he wants somebody to love him all the time.
Oh, I'm going to drop out, so
Where are you going, Dominic?
I'm going to go over and see Art. Got to
Oh,
do
Art's
one
on?
thing for us.
That's right. He comes on tonight. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, catch you later.
Hey,
Okay.
Dominic.
See you
So
later.
you said you're calling it, Dominic?
Yeah. You can go
Dominic's
for as long
calling
as
it.
you want.
Justin, are you going live tonight?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. Joe's gonna go get some dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some food in a minute.
There you go. All right,
I don't want it
everybody.
too
Hey,
late.
thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning.
All
Okay.
right, I'll catch
Check
you later.
out
Be here.
Justin. What time you usually go, Justin?
Around 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Mark, take care. Dominic, you take care. Say a lot of heart for everybody. Joe,
Hey
thank
to
you, my
everybody in the
man.
chat.
We'll see